Hello and welcome to Coffee and Card with Linda from lindaspapercraft.co.uk. We are on week 3 of Joy to You Coffee and Card, and let's get started. Really simple card. I love this layout. It's so easy and I think really packs a punch. So I've used Moody Mauve, which I know a lot of you have got because you've done the in colour share. If you haven't got Moody Mauve, then obviously Shaded Spruce would work. This is Pretty Peacock. Any green would work. But the other thing I noticed is that Merry Merlot, it's a very similar shade, just a bit darker. So I think Merry Merlot would work nicely as well. It is retired, but I know quite a few people have got that, only because I've used it in a Christmas kit before. Right, so we'll get on. So I shall use the Moody Mauve this time. Let's get everything out. So this is a 13.5 centimetre square blank. So that's thick basic white, which is 27. Yep. By 13.5, scored at 13.5, and then you can get the envelopes online from the big craft shop called Amazon. And I've used the radiating stitches die to cut this out for you, and then I've just cut a piece of Pretty Peacock, which is just slightly bigger than that, so it just surrounds it really well. And then I've got another piece of Pretty Peacock that goes there. So the just thing you need to cut out is this square here, and I'm just going to double check, I think I know what it is, but let's just check. Yes, it is 12 centimetres. So you need 12 centimetre square of the designer series paper, which I'm going to do now. So you will have plenty, because you can make 8 of these cards using this designer series. Obviously I haven't given you 8 cards worth of card, but I've certainly given you 8 cards worth of designer series paper with this kit. Okay, so there we go. So that's 12 centimetres by 12 centimetres. And I'm finding the berries on this is quite random. I've struggled to find which is up, because they seem to be growing in all sorts of directions. So, and then we'll just get some stamping done. So, and we're doing the big massive one. Obviously if you have the radiating stitches dies and you wanted to, you could use another piece of basic white, stamp this and then die cut it out, which is the way we would normally do things. But I just really like these shapes and it fits so well with the card. I thought I would, with the stamp rather, I would cut you one out. So those of you who don't have radiating stitches, it is an online exclusive. Stampin' Up now have, with 2 catalogues live at the moment, the annual catalogue and then the current mini catalogue. And also we have online exclusives, which we get new ones every month. There's some amazing stuff on there, so it's well worth checking before you pop an order in. Just see what's coming out. They're launching another, I think it's today actually, there's another load going on. Right, so I'm just lining this up with the stitching either side. Now it's quite a big stamp, so you do need to make sure the whole lot gets in contact with the paper. Now I am pressing down firmly, but I'm not rocking. Okay, so I don't want, in case there is any ink on the edge of the stamp, I do not want it to end up on my piece of card. Okay, so pretty certain we're going to have a good image there. You've got to give that ink time to transfer from the stamp to the paper. So often you see people going and it's like, oh, that didn't work. It won't. So we do need to just give it a chance. Then I'm going to lift that up and there it is. How beautiful is that? Just love this stamp, I really do. It's one of my favourite that I think I've seen for years. I just really do like this, the whole set. Thought I wasn't videoing them, but I am. I'm just going to put my cardigan off. It might be November, but I am a little bit warm. So Right, we just need to pop all that together now. Get my trusty glue. And I think on the original, so yeah, the Sending Good Tidings in This Season of Cheer is on dimensionals. Obviously it's up to you. So I've stuck it onto the Pretty Peacock. Need to get my teeth in today. My Pretty Peacock piece. And then just centering that up. If you notice my cherry cobbler nails. It's actually called maraschino cherry, but it really is cherry cobbler. Which also tones quite well with this. I'm liking this as well. It seems a shame to cover it up. Okay. There we go. So, and as I say, there is no obvious up to this paper. So I'm just lining it up by eye in the centre. And then I'm just going to pop it on the front of the card. Oops. It's a really good glue, but it does only work if you've actually taken the lid off. So how's everyone's Christmas preparations doing? My pile of Christmas cards that I've made is getting bigger. It's still not big enough. So, but here's another 2 to add to it, which is always useful. Okay, there we go. And then I'm just going to pop some dimensionals on here. So, oops, top's come off. 3, 4, 5, 6 should be enough, I think, for this piece. I do like some near the middle so we don't get the middle sort of dipping down if you post it or anything. And then I'm just positioning that on the front there. So if you wanted, you could add some bling or just leave it like that. I just think it's so cute. So what did we put on the inside? We've not put anything on the inside, so I am going to put, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Goodness me, I don't know where that came from. Right, so I'm going to put Wishing You a Very Merry Christmas because I really like this one. I like that there's just 4 completely different sizes, so they're just so useful. This is going in my never to be sold box, definitely. Right, so this is what I do. I line that up with my grid paper, then line my box up with my grid paper, and then the theory is when you stamp your sentiment, it will be straight. Just whenever I'm stamping sentiments, I always remember my dear departed friend Joan, who used to stamp everything crooked. She didn't even bother trying to get it straight. There we go. So wishing you a very Merry Christmas, and we'll do the example as well while we're at it. And then those 2 are ready to go into the Christmas box to be chosen and sent out. There we are. So nice simple card. If you need a load of cards in a rush, this is the design to go for, definitely. And if you don't have that die, you know, just a nice rectangle, I shall measure it for you. So the actual die itself is 6.7 by 10.2, so you could do like 6.5 by 10 would work quite well, and then you'd have your piece of Pretty Peacock would be 7 by 10.5. So you know, you could easily make quite a few very quickly, and they do pack a punch. I think they're gorgeous. Right, okay, well that's us done for today. Looking forward to seeing you all next week. Bye.